Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Or good evening, good afternoon. How's everyone doing?
Hello, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing over there?
Good, good. I can't complain. I'm currently on the beach side, so I'm
You're on the beach
just hanging
side.
out, enjoying that. Yeah,
Now you're making me
yeah. It's a good.
jealous.
No, it's good. It's a good change of pace, right? Because I'm usually in the city, and now uh, I'm at a family vacation, and then yeah, just on the beach, just hanging out, ready to chat and chat with everybody. Really.
That's cool. I like your spirit the most because you usually are just on the go, pretty much. Like, come what may, bring it on.
That's how I tackle life, right? So I hope I can keep that up.
Spoken like a real gamer, indeed. So, thank you so much, Joe, for being here. And just want to welcome everyone to today's AMA. I think, Joe, I know that you are super famous, and I would like you to introduce yourself to the community, say hello, who you are, and what PlayMana does as a start before we start the AMA.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And yeah, please let me know if the audio um, is too loud or you hear a lot of background noise on my side. Right, I'll walk inside. But yeah, great meeting everybody. My name is Joe. I'm the co-founder and CEO of PlayMana. Um, yeah, a bit about myself is that I've been in the space, the blockchain space, since 2016. So Web3 as a term wasn't even created yet, right during that time. Yeah, I got into it professionally or full time in 2017, 2016, or got into it as a speculator 2016. Decided to do full time in 2017, and really wanted to use my skills to push the blockchain narrative forward, right, and create some awesome companies and use cases and help others alike as well. Um, I got it. I started doing a lot of consultancy and advisory work, mainly on the partnership and business development side for early blockchain startups in the U.S. Anywhere from financial technologies, right, to security, and then gaming wasn't even a thing at the time, right? So I wish it was, but yeah, I just got in early, created my network here in the U.S., supported startups, and got me. And the next thing I knew, I was traveling to Asia, where I was bouncing back and forth. I was anywhere from Tokyo to Taiwan to Philippines and Singapore, doing the same thing, helping out startups right in the Web3 early Web3 days. So yeah, super excited. Here I am today, building my own company called PlayMana. It's a gaming platform, and it really resonates with me because I'm a gamer myself. So yeah,
I was about to ask that. Are you a gamer?
of course, of course. I feel like everyone's a gamer nowadays.
I mean, all of us are reminded not to play games, but VGG is pretty much here to remind everyone let's play. Because that's how you will be the happiest person ever. And also at a very peak performance, that's what I feel. But Joe, thanks for that intro. I'm just curious, where does Play Mana as a name come from?
Yeah. So like as a gamer, I play a lot of RPG games when I was younger. Final Fantasy, right? Dragon's Quest, and much more. And the word mana, right, was always synonymous to energy, right? Performing any sort of skills or
Oh,
spells, you
yeah,
need to
that's
have mana.
true.
Yeah, so I thought it was fitting, right, to have, that word mana into our name, just because when you play video games, whether Web 2, Web 3, or even life, right, um, there is energy um, that needs to be made or had, right, essentially, or used. So never run out of mana is always is our tagline, is our slogan. So yeah, never run out of that, and keep on pushing, keep on gaming. Yeah, I hope it's not too cliche, right? Can you guys hear me? Hello, Irene. Testing, testing. How about now? Can you hear me? No. Oh, I think Irene got cut off there. She should be back momentarily, guys. Oh, there she is.
Hello, can everyone hear me now?
There you
Ah,
are.
perfect. I was speaking to myself. I thought I lost you, Joe. Sorry.
Oh no, I thought it was my end, right? So I wasn't sure if I was the one disconnecting.
I think something is off with the Wi-Fi. Apologies for that. Where did I lose you just now? Where did you lost me just now?
I answered about why we what the term mana, right? Why we use that word in our name. You there? Hello? Oh no. Maybe it's like a tab. Hello, hello, hello. Copper.
Hello,
Hello,
can you
can
hear
you
me?
hear me? Yeah, there's like echo on your side.
Hello, can I ask me a question?
Yep, I can hear you. Hello.
Hello, can I ask me a question?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Copper, it's all yours. What is your question?
Yes, my question is partnership and collaboration is very important for any crypto project. Why do partners and what can our users benefit from that partnership? That's my question.
Sorry. You said what kind of partnership do we have? Was that what you asked? Sorry.
Yeah, I was. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah. There
Oh, I
you are.
think Copper was asking you. You're in the midst of answering to a question, is it?
Yeah, yeah. I just wasn't sure what the question was. He was mentioning something about partnerships.
Copper, would you like to repeat that message, please? Don't be shy. We don't bite.
Okay, repeat my question. Partnership and collaboration is very important for any crypto project. Why do partners and what can users benefit from the partnership? That's my question.
Got it. Thank you so much, Copper. So, Joe, if I understand the question correctly, it's all about because we talk a little bit about a partnership between Farming Frenzy and PlayMana, right? So, what's the benefits for the users or for everyone out there? Is that correct, Copper?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Joe. You want to take that, or you want me to take it?
Uh, yeah, we could both take it together, right? But I would love to hear your take on that for the audience.
Thank you. For me, I think Farming and Frenzy, I'm not sure if my voice went through just now, is pretty much a questing platform that's different than any of the questing platform out there. How would I say it's different? First is that before you participate, you'll need to have an SBT, soulbound token, which will mark the beginning of your Web3 journey. Because a lot of people would like to have a career in Web3, and the normal CV doesn't work. So think of it like an on-chain CV. And the CV is, instead of the boring way of historical CV of, where you graduated from, what job you've done before. Who says that questing couldn't be something that is of um, something that's of interest to the potential hirer, right, or the potential opportunities? So that's what Farming Frenzy is all about. Now, with the collaborations with PlayMana, which is a very interesting one, because PlayMana have a questing platform, and they also have a whole bunch of games that's going to be onboarded into PlayMana. What we'll be able to provide is the experiences and the task list that users are able to tap into, and in each and every task there are learning elements into it, because I personally believe that when we play games, that's when we are unconsciously learning about so many things, and it's effortless learning. Give you an example. There are so many people who understand history more than students of his history class because of games. There are people who understand about weapons much more than certain junior military school students because they play games. And there are also people who understand physics much better than a lot of specialist physicists, simply because they enjoy creating games. Because games, as simple as it is, it
I
requires
think.
physics. Yeah, so that's pretty much from my end. What about you, Joe? You want to share your thoughts?
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's amazing. I got cut out there for like the last 10 seconds, right? But yeah, no. So the benefits of this partnership is what Irene mentioned, right? Um, Although we're another gaming platform, and we also have our own questing system, I think it's beneficial for gamers to it get exposed to as many on ramps as possible, from the Web 2 side getting to the Web 3 end, right? It's kind of like how, on the Web 2 side, gamers don't really care about all these different game launchers that they download, right? Whether it be Steam or Garena or Epic. I, as a gamer, I have them all, right? And I don't really care what platforms that I use, as long as my game and I can get benefits from it is on that specific launcher, right? So that's kind of how I view it with Web 3 gaming platforms now. Is that, we are platforms that are complementary, right, to the experiences for uh, gamers in general, right? Whether it be Web 2 or Web 3, we just want to make things more convenient and seamless and more beneficial, right, for the users to engage with, essentially. So with PlayMana, right, you know, and Farming Frenzy here with WeGG, we believe that, you know we can provide additional benefits, right, on competitive gaming. With WeGG, right, we love the aspect of a soulbound token, or your digital identity, right, being fully on chain, and we want to be able to support that and provide those same values and utilities on our PlayMana platform, where now gamers on our platform can compete with one another, stake tokens against one another, and have essentially have that democratized esports experience, right, which is essentially a way for gamers to compete with one another in a fun and peer-to-peer manner, right, and also on an on-chain manner, right, if you will. So I know a lot of gamers here. Although you're Web 3 gamers, you still play a lot of Web 2 games as well, like Mobile Legends, for example, right? Imagine playing Mobile Legends, which you can on PlayMana, and compete against your friends 1v1s, and then you stake tokens against one another and win token rewards, right? So that's the main concept there for our social esports experience, is that we want the gamers to play their favorite games, but learn and benefit from the experiences of blockchain as well, right? So, uh, yeah, I think that's kind of how we see our mutual benefits there with this partnership.
Very well said, Joe. I couldn't have summed it better than you have. Thanks for that. I think thanks a lot for the question, Copper, and thanks for filling up the space while I was fixing up my technical issues earlier on. I think I'll get on with wanting to, for people out there who heard about PlayMana for the first time, they would like to know what does PlayMana aims to achieve in the game industry. I think just now you touch upon where PlayMana comes from in terms of names, right? Um, but direction-wise, going forward in the future, where do you see? What's the inspirations like? What's the big goal for PlayMana?
Yeah, I think our goals are pretty lofty, right? But it's pretty specific. It's pretty straightforward, right? In my opinion, we want to work with great games on the Web3 and then showcase them to new communities, right, and new audiences. Essentially, pushing the needle of adoption for Web3 gaming, right, to the mass market. And we do that through several different factors or 7 different modules that we're planning to release this year and next, right? But one main proponent that I want to do is, or we want to showcase is, like, of course, game discovery, right?
Yep.
We believe that there needs to be, again, additional gaming platforms out there, on ramps, if you will, for gamers to utilize, at their convenience, where they're able to seamlessly and easily discover and engage with new Web3 gaming titles all in one ecosystem, right? So we love, our colleagues out there in the Web3 gaming space, like WeGG, Elixir, like Hyperplay, for example, right? We want to just be another piece of the puzzle out there to kind of push that adoption, needle forward, right? Get that past the line so we can all get mainstream. Now, on the other hand, we believe that, game discovery isn't the only thing. Like, there needs to be more than just game discovery, right?
Definitely.
And that's why we're adding in additional features out there, like, again, social esports, right, to cater to Web2 gamers, to allow them to play Web2 games and earn Web3 rewards. So yeah, all these cool different initiatives out there, even the Soulbound token, right, from WeGG, we plan to really just come together and, make this awesome collaborative effort, if you will, right, to kind of get that goal.
Very well said. Thanks a lot for that, George. Just one. I think you've dropped a couple of alphas over there, right? In terms of where PlayMana is going,
Yeah,
and this is especially important because you have something big planned out, right? Where it revolves around ownership of PlayMana itself. Do you want to lead that a little bit to the audience here, perhaps?
yeah. So you said the ownership of PlayMana?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, um, let's see. I'm trying to see where I can add without getting too deep into it, because we have some plans to announce,
I
right?
have
So I
to
don't want to
try.
get
I
too
have to
deep
try,
into it.
Joe, because this is our communities, and they will ask me. I really try to dig up some alpha, so I have to try this.
Of course. Yeah. So some things that we're excited to showcase fairly soon is that we'll eventually have our own, our token airdrops. Of course, we plan to do that sometimes around this year. With that being said, with our own token airdrop, users are able to really utilize the full potential of our platform, right? Where we have staking, game pools, marketplaces involved, right? As well as utilizing it as a loyalty and rewards token for these esports initiatives, if you will.
Yep.
So I won't get into too deep on the token side, but one more thing is that we do have a cool collection coming out, right? That acts as, I guess, in an easy way to understand. It's a sort of a battle pass, if you will, right? So more cool unlocks and exclusive rewards coming with that in the near future, right? So we'll be planning to announce that in the next coming weeks or so.
Cool. Thanks a lot for that, Joe. Sorry to put you on the spot right there.
No, it's fine.
Because I just received a DM from one of our committee members. Can you ask this? So I just have to ask it. So having that said, right, you've got your tokens airdrop happening soon. You're gonna have you basically say all the right words that all gamers would like to hear. Esports democratizing. It doesn't matter if it's Web 2 or Web 3. You come to PlayMana, you'll be able to experience Web 3 as how it's supposed to be, and solving real problems that exist in Web 2 gaming. So if we are to walk away remembering one thing from PlayMana, right? What do you think? What would you say make PlayMana stands out from all the other game platforms in the industry?
Yeah. Well, I guess our goal is that I guess our different big differentiator is that we're a fairly robust ecosystem that's that we're ready to activate. Right, we have everything built out on the back end, and we have a lot of big partnerships that we're planning to announce. Right, that we've already secured on the back end as well. We just need to activate them. On the product side, I mean, we're very big on esports, right? And we see that the peer-to-peer social esports challenges is really our bread and butter, right? That'll be huge in some of the communities that we're working with, and we've received some great feedback, mainly on the web, definitely on the Web3 and also on the Web2 end, right? So again, we're here to cater and to bring in as many Web2 gamers as possible, and having them play their favorite games and being able to earn token rewards, NFT rewards. That's resounded fairly well. We're resonating fairly well with them.
Cool. That's good to know. So for all of our friends here who maybe have heard about PlayMana for the first time, right? Could you walk them through like what is it that they need to do when they want to join your ecosystem, and what is it that they could do within the PlayMana ecosystem immediately tonight?
Yeah. So all you got to go is so what we have ready to go publicly is our questing system, right? So, you know, um, this is complementary to what WeGG is doing. So, again, this is not a uh, competition, folks. This is all complementary, right?
Definitely. Definitely. No, the
Uh,
pie is too small. It's our job to onboard the
exactly.
next billion users, really.
Exactly. So I think just Web3 ethos out there, right, is all about collaboration in my mind, right, and
Yep.
partnerships and really working together. So what's publicly ready today is our questing system, folks, right? So go on quest.playmana.gg. Essentially, what you can do there is not only social quests, right, that you see all abroad, but you can also do in-game quests. So we have a flagship game in our ecosystem called One Tap, and WeGG, showcased One Tap before as well. Essentially, One Tap is a first-person shooter created by our friends at Core Gaming and Corby World. Um, Essentially, on the PlayMana questing system, we have PVE quests and also PvP quests for One Tap, where, for example, you could do win 2 games, get 3 headshots. You get rewarded tokens, right? So now there's additional retention strategies here within gameplay, right? For One Tap, we plan to actually expand that to other games as well, fairly soon. So hopefully we can kind of generate these awesome strategies for gamers to play new games and earn additional tokens for on the mana side.
Can you leak some of those games that will be coming up soon, Joe?
Yeah, yeah. So we have our friends at Undead Blocks. Right, we're talking to them. We also have Universe. Our advisor TK. He was the ex ex found or sorry, he was the ex CEO of Enway, right, from Rec Leagues. He
Yeah.
created a new game called Universe. We're planning to integrate with him fairly soon. And chatting with a few different groups here, like what was Ember Swords. I think Ember Swords is one of those guys, and Pixelmons. Yes, our friends at Pixelmons, they have a new game coming out this summer, and we're planning to bring them into the pipeline as well.
Awesome. I'm very excited for what's coming soon because well, for VGG to be able to also collaborate with PlayMana in terms of deployment of scholarships, deploy and creating those opportunities for everyone to be able to have an entry point, right, to start playing the games even without owning the assets. I think that's something that's very big for us from day one. So really looking forward to that. And other than what you've mentioned, right, in the next 3 months, is there any exciting plans or special events, be it online or offline, that Playmana has planned out to do?
Events wise, we have some initiatives with One Tap where they're hosting some tournaments. We're happy to kind of sponsor that, right, and be a part of those experiences. Um, we are there's some things I can't announce, really, right? We're trying to make announcements for some couple partnership stuff. But yeah, right now, just check out One Tap's tournaments, right? Where anything One Tap's related, you'll see Playmana as well. So they have some cool stuff in the works.
That's great. One Tap is also a friend of ours and also a very close partner of ours, and we've introduced One Tap several times to the community, and the communities just love playing the games, especially the first-person shooter games. So if those of you who have not tried PlayMana, make sure that you sign up there. You could do the questing in PlayMana itself or within VGG itself. It's the same, and also to try to play out the games. And once you get a hang of the ecosystem within PlayMana, when the new games come out, then it's going to be so much easier for you to be onboarded. So Joe, one more questions before I get to the next sections, right? Is that you mentioned about games, regardless of whether it's Web 2 or Web 3, you just want to onboard people to make sure
Hmm.
that the experience is seamless, right? So for people who just join Play Mana, is it gonna be like is it gonna be more of a, do they need a wallet or do they need just an email? Would they even know that it's Web3 or it's as seamless as being a Web2 platforms? Like, how do you make it easier for
Yeah.
someone who doesn't know Web3 at all to be onboarded?
Yeah. Great question. Great question. So yeah, I mean, I think my own personal opinion. I think when we do anything blockchain related, right, or Web3 related, it should always be on the back end,
Yeah,
right?
totally agree.
And we want to make sure it's Web2 friendly as possible. So that's kind of the way that we built this out, right? If you create an account on our questing system, we create a wallet for you already, right, automatically. Um, so it's a fairly easy, login. It's a social login. You create your email, or sorry, you add in your email, password for the account, and then you're off to the races, right? You start doing quests, you start earning tokens, and it's just as easy as that. And later on, down the line, we'll make it even more seamless and easy to onboard. So um, we also support other wallets as well, like MetaMask, Phantom, and a few others through Wallet Connect. So if you're in advanced Web3 user, you can easily
I think, Joe, you were breaking up a little bit. Your voice is
oh,
yeah.
oh. So what did you hear last?
You were saying that for people to come into Playmana, then they'll just log in at the back end. There's a wallet that's created for them, so the experience is seamless. And then I start to hear the choppiness.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so we also support other wallets as well through Wallet Connect. This is mainly for the more advanced or intermediate level Web3 user, right? So you can easily import those wallets through Wallet Connect, and then you can quest right away. And if you're a Web2 gamer user, right, and you don't have any idea of what to do, we'll have a defaulted wallet, right, for them to start right away. So um, again, we want to cater to everybody and make sure everyone can just join in and play.
Awesome, that's good to know. So for any of VGG communities, if they want to get involved and support Playmana, pretty much all they have to do is just go to the platform, register for a Playmana account, start the questing, and play the games. Is that correct?
Correct, correct.
Cool. Would you like to share any information or invite the community to come and join Playmana?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just come by, everybody. Right. Again, we'll add in our links here in the chat. Let me see if I can post something. But it's quest.playmana.gg. Join in, check us out. Right. We're starting to roll out again more features later this summer. So social esports is the next module to come out mid to late
Ooh,
summer, and then
social
we have some awesome
esports.
partnerships.
Love
Yep,
it,
yep.
love it.
So yeah, a lot of things to do in this year, 2024, right? So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing.
I look forward to that. And one last questions. I think I really don't want to let you go because there's so many things that I want to ask, but I'm threading very carefully because I know you have a lot of things you can't share. What are your hopes and expectations for the future of Playmana? And then I will open up the floor for any Q&A.
Yeah. Um, I want Playmana to be that go-to ecosystem where gamers can really just play and really thrive in Web3, right? From Web2 to Web3. But I also want to see our partners that we work with closely, game studios like Corby World and others, and also gaming partners, gaming platforms like WeGG, right? To have um, a very seamless and interoperable experience, right? So whether you quest with us or you quest with VGG, I want this to be like a thing where everyone can kind of enjoy in a closed loop, if you will, right? A coalition, if you will. So that's kind of like the big end game vision that I have. I don't think that there needs to be a king of the hill, so to speak. I think Web3, right? It's all about collaboration and partnerships, and you know, and a lot of people talk about interoperability,
Yep.
right? Um, I think this is the same. We need to think of it the same way in, on these business on these use cases here on the partnership side.
Definitely, definitely. That's beautifully said. I like that when you say that, there's no competition, especially right now. It's all about collaborations, and I think that we need to have more of those. And I think that's the beauty of Web3, yeah, because really, people at least who stay during the bear market and still continues until now, you could see that it's the same usual suspect, right? Who basically stick around,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to work together and to share, because it's really knowledge is to be shared, and it's a decentralized world as how we depict it. Cool. Thanks a lot for that, Joe. And I would like to open up the floor for any Q&A so that I'm not the only one that grilled Joe over here. Anyone who want to ask any questions, feel free to request to speak, and our moderator or host Sophia or Cassie in the back end will admit you, just like how we got Copper to be on stage as well. Please don't be shy, because this is a friendly space. We want to make sure that we create a friendly space for everyone to speak up, and this will be a perfect platform. Wow, everyone is really shy, Joe. What did you do to them? Usually they'll be scrambling around like, I want to speak, I want to speak. I,
Yeah, I think the hard part is that we're not a game, right? So a lot of exciting aspects about PlayMana or gaming platforms. We rely on our game studio partners with their exciting content. So we're all like complementary at the end.
yeah, that's true. But I think you have quite a very interesting background, right? You came across. I mean, you've been advisors all over the world before you somehow decided, you know what? I'm gonna create my own company, and I'm gonna come up with a name called PlayMana, which relates very well with you as a gamer. And you mentioned just now beautifully about the connections with energies, right? Positive energies and whatnot. So I commend you for your courage, really, and for
Yeah, thank you.
for you guys out there. I think this is an inspirational story, right? It's really a gamer elevated beyond play, and right, because of that, solving real problems that Web 2 gamers face, and combining it with Web 3 capabilities, and voila, you have Play Mana. So that's really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah, I'm excited again, Irene. Right. So let's do these farming frenzy campaigns, everyone.
Indeed, farming frenzy. Today, you know what? Just a little bit of sidetrack. I was a bit annoyed and pissed because before the
Oh yeah.
farming and frenzy, because someone just come and told me that in person that GameFi has no real gamers, and gaming communities are not are not savvy enough to be token holders. And I was like, wait a minute, I need to bring reinforcement. And
Well, that's I could say that's bullshit, right? It's BS.
precisely. I mean, yes, I know in
Yeah.
Web3 there are a lot of bots, but as you could see in a lot of conferences that we have been a part of, and we have been doing game day, game nights, game show, whatever you want to call it, right? And game festival in Philippines, you were there, Joe. Those are, as far as I can see and touch and smell and hug, they're human. They're not bots.
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
and I always believe that gamers are the smartest people. I mean, I'm not a great gamer, but I'm sure there are great gamers out there who can play up and grind up to the highest level of the highest levels, are really great minds. And if they are to say that gamers are not financially savvy enough to participate in Launchpad or to participate to invest in tokens, I think they're wrong. So I'm just hijacking your space over here to call for reinforcement, guys. I think we really need to make some noises and to show them what the power of gamers are. Because I'm sitting over here fuming before the AMA.
No, I think they don't really know what they're talking about, right? Gamers are the ones that understands digital assets the best,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
I mean that's out of everyone out there in the world. This Web three is Web three gaming, crypto gaming. This is the easiest concept, right, to understand for gamers, just because again, um, Counter Strike, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, anything to do with skins or digital assets in Web two game, right? There is some management involved, right? And then obviously, there are always ways for people, or people are always looking for ways to extract additional value from these assets, right? On the Web two side, that's why you see Counter Strike's secondary market or third party market,
Yep.
right? People are selling skins left and right. I mean, this is what we understand, and Web three is again complementary, right? And this makes it easier for gamers to really extract additional value and or not extract, but gain additional value, right? Leverage additional value from these assets. Um, but I think we're just early, right? Um, Again, Web three game, crypto gaming came out 2021, 2022. Like really, the drive of it really happened that time, right? That was only 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
That's nothing, and it takes a lot of time for more mature games and better games to come out. So I'm excited to see what Web three games, crypto games come out this year and the next, and how we really can further drive that needle forward, right? For mainstream adoption.
Indeed, very well said, Joe. And that's why I love working with you. I love going and proving people wrong that, hey, gamers are new. I know we're in crypto. I know 2 years feels like 20 years, but we are early. And we are real people.
Yeah, 2 years definitely does feel like 20 years in the crypto space. Yeah, so I think a lot of people we just need to understand. We just got to take a step back and really look at the bigger picture, right? And stop being so impatient. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yep, it's gonna happen sooner than before you know it. So thanks a
Exactly.
lot for that. That makes me feel a lot better that have an ally after arguing for 2 hours with that group of persons. So yeah, thanks for that, Joe. Really
Oh
appreciate
man.
it. Now, before we end the AMA today, right? Any last words for the troopers here? And this space is recorded because we are aware that there are time difference. In and our listeners come from all over the world, so typically they will do some playbacks. And any last word that you would like to say to the communities here?
Yeah. Um, Definitely keep an eye out on everything that we're doing at PlayMana and WeGG. Right. As time goes forward this year, we plan to do a lot more exciting campaigns, provide a lot of value, right, to the community in general. So yeah, go to Farming Frenzy, right? Farm up those WEXPs, and then go to quest.playmana.gg and play one tap, earn some MNGs and also Corbies, and just keep grinding away, folks. Right? There's gonna be a lot more announcements coming up. Probably the next one's gonna be in the next couple of weeks. So
The
yeah,
next couple of
we'll be
weeks.
in touch.
That's an alpha
Yeah,
right there. The next couple of weeks. So mark
yeah.
your calendar. Couple of weeks meaning 2 weeks, Joe, approximately.
2 weeks exactly. Yeah. So approximately 2 weeks. We'll do a lot more content. We'll drop a lot more content and a lot more alphas for everyone to um, be in line for, right? Or get the first dibs on.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Thank you so much, Joe, for being here. So you hear it, folks. In 2 weeks' time, there will be some drops. There's be some announcement. All you have to do is just make sure that you're tuned in to PlayMana. If you haven't followed PlayMana Twitter, please do make sure that you follow. Follow Joe's as well, and follow. I think John from Corby is here. Hi, John. So make sure that you follow these folks, and in 2 weeks' time, you'll hear some exciting updates. So thanks a lot, Joe, for being here with us and for sharing some alphas, for dropping some alphas, and most importantly, for staying in the space for so long and for having that inspiring stories to just say, you know what, I'm just going to do this myself. and change the world with gaming. So thanks a lot for that, Joe. Appreciate it.
Of course. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. And one last thing I think from me is that on VGG's announcement 3 days ago, we announced a community sale. Community sale is community token sale. This is really to give all the SPT holders and all the farming frenzy grinders who have achieved 1,500 WXP and above to have a step into the launch pad that we are doing on the 1st of July. KYC window is open officially today. The reason why we open KYC from today is so that every single community members will have a chance to do and complete the KYC, not in a rush manner, because we envision that this is going to be the first time for many of our community members to participate in a launchpad successfully, beating all the bots, and and to be a real community, really, to own a piece of VGG. And there will be quite a number of projects that might be launched during the launchpad. I can't drop too much alpha, otherwise my team is going to come and kill me. And just stay tuned in VGG and make sure that you get in, and so you could own a piece of VGG. There's something special that's coming up in the next few days. It's I think it's the first time ever anyone think about how we could prioritize the communities before anything else, because I think it's time for all gamers to come together, stay united, show the world that we are not bots, we are real people, we know what we're doing, we are savvy not only in games but also in real world and financially. With that, I shall leave you guys to it, and we'll see you guys very soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying tuned, and thank you, everyone, for repeating this recording. And once again, thank you so much, Joe, for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I got myself a WGG bag as well, right? So I'm excited for the pre-sale.
Awesome.
So, all
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
great day, everyone. Good
Goodbye.
night. Bye bye.